And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill, the lefty, Patrick Corbin. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. That one misses, and that's ball one.
Nope, that's off the plate.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And there's ball four.
Take your base.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Man at first, nobody out. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. Right through there for a strike. Wynn gets his lead at first with nobody out. This to third. To second. There's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
2 out, space is empty. Ground ball left side. In plenty of time to first, and Contreras is retired. And that will end the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at Globe Life Field. And on the hill in this one, Steven Matz. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind him. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Foul ball there. On the ground at first, Contreras. He takes it on his own. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Corey Seager, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Kicks and deals. Ground ball right side and a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Off the plate inside. 1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One out, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Next up for Texas, Wyatt Langford. Langford tries to hold up, appeal to first, and Jerry Hillsdale says he went around. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Pajes down to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Second inning set to go. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Herrera goes 5 feet 11 inches, 24 years old, and he was born in Panama. And that drops in for a strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
One ball, two strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And first offering is fouled off.
Come on, Patrick.
He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And it's caught for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Alec Burleson stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that drops in for a strike. And it is 2-1.
2-1.
Next offering is fouled back. That's down and in. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a pop-up. And that's the third out. And down in order go the Cardinals, but they lead it 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Josh Young.
The third baseman, Josh Young.
Matz back to work. And ball one.
That's a ball. One ball, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
One ball.
Ooh, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up, down, trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yep, exactly. Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And that one is downstairs. Ball three. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Alejandro Ozuna in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground to the left. Off balance feed, there's one. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit. That's in there. It's 0-1. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Rangers nothing. And we're back out of the third inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Pajes. And a foul ball. Pitch misses there. 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. On the ground to third. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting up, the center fielder, number 11, Victor Scott.
And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And he drops it down the third baseline. And that's a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
On the ground, Young zips it across. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Sam Haggerty.
Haggerty.
Right through there for a strike.
ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Line drive. And it's into the gap. So a man on base to start the inning. Here is Marcus Semien.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Haggerty aboard here at first with nobody out.
One and two.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Tapped softly on the ground. Fires to second for 1, and that's 2.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Kyle Higashioka stepping in for the Rangers. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swings and misses, struck him out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Rangers nothing. Back in Arlington, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Mason Wynn. Outside low, 1-0. Fly ball down the line. Haggerty sizes this one up, puts it away for the out, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, second
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
1 ball.
And that skips in the dirt. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as, oh, and a great stop over to first? Pretty nice play there.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up. Clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond. And what a tremendous play.
Here's Contreras now. 0 for 1 so far. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Two outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Inside. Now 2-2. Outside.
3-2.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Now batting.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So digging in, Ivan Herrera. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Simeon. Third out, and that ends the frame. The Cards leave one. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, and now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Josh Smith. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Contreras. And he handles it himself for the out.
Up next for the Rangers, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1-0.
Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1 now. Oh, and he hit him.
First base.
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. He's 0 for 1.
Wyatt Langford.
And fouled off. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike. Ball 1 there. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Squirts away a little bit. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Fired to second, and that's 2.
Got the batter to hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
Ready now for the
Leading
fifth
off for
inning.
St. Louis,
Here's Nolan
the third
Arenado.
baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Corbin back to work. And that's in for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That's out to center field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the right
Alec
fielder,
Burleson
Alec
next up for the Cardinals.
Burleson.
0 for 1 with a flyout. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Cardinals, the catcher, Pedro Pajes.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Pedro Pajes. Grounded out his first time up. Pajes, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Two down, nobody on. That's in there. Strike 1. On the ground to short. Seager fires over to first, and that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they still lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
down
off
to third
for the
baseman,
Rangers,
Josh
the
Young.
third baseman, Josh Young.
In there at the knees, and that's strike 1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Donovan tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, the left fielder, Alejandro Ozuna.
And the batter now, Alejandro Ozuna. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that one misses up and in. Ball 1. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is 2-2. Goes down looking.
The first baseman,
Jake
number
Burger,
21.
the next to hit, grounded out his first time.
Burger.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's got a chance. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and we are starting over. It's 1-1.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Now it's the right fielder, Sam Haggerty. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's a base hit into left field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. And all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's a ball. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. On a line, base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
That was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Steven Matz won't go any further, and a decent effort considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new pitcher in a minute. Now on the bump, Andre Palante.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Two outs, runner at first. So next to hit for Texas, Kyle Higashioka. That one finds the corner. That's strike one. And that one fouled off. Semien leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Semien runs. Pitches low. Throw there. Safe. Off the mark there, and it's 2-2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Runner at second, 2 down. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 5 innings complete. It's the Rangers 2 and the Cardinals 1. Top 6. Leading off, Victor Scott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
On the ground, out to short. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. He's already homered in this game. That one ripped, but foul. The Rangers up by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a base hit right there. So a man aboard now with one away.
Really nice job, a two-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One gone, runner at first. And now here is Mason Wynn. The other way, and a base hit right there. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Back-to-back base hits. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
2 on, 1 out. Now at the plate, Brendan Donovan. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
In there at the knees for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Jake Latz getting ready to go. Milner warming up as well. And downstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two on, 1 out. Fought off foul. And that's outside. Wilson Contreras in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the ground to first, could be 2. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a 2-base error.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Patrick Corbin is done, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute. Jack Leiter taking over on the mound.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Go ahead run on base. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One down, runners at second and third. And that one hit to first. Out number 2, and another run comes in.
The batter, the designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 2 in this one.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
First pitch misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering upstairs. Runner at third, 2 away. Fouled off left side. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends it out of here. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-2.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Nolan Arenado. That clips the corner. Two outs. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Throw sails over his head at first. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Arenado, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. Swing and a foul straight back. And it's even up. That one missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the catcher comes up to him, Pedro Pajes. That clips the corner.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
The 0-1. And that's down and away. Ripped towards third. They take the force out, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Rangers 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Stepping in, Josh Smith. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Activity in the bullpen. Phil Maton preparing to come on if needed. King getting loose as well. Now fly ball to right center. Burleson sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 5, shortstop Corey.
Here's Corey Seager. He gets a shot right here against the righty, and he is elite against right-handed pitching. The contact, the average, and delivers the slug. There's a strike. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Gets against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man at first with one gone. Here's the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. Just missed.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Line drive, caught.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Next to bat, the Texas cleanup hitter, Josh Young. A little bit high, maybe. 1-0.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
In there at the knees. And the count is 1-1.
Whoa. 2-1.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He'll score. It's 5-3.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Alejandro Ozuna stepping in for the Rangers. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And that one fouled off. Young at second with 2 down. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Chases that one out of the zone, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Rangers.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Bobby Milner. He's been so good against lefties.
Milner.
Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott has grounded out a couple of times.
Scott.
Let's go, Rangers! All right, Texas!
And that is out of play.
You know, these Cardinals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
Haggerty hauls it in, and there's one away.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Strike! Woo!
Out towards left center, Ozuna. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn. Tap foul at the plate. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that extends the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Donovan.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. High fly ball out into left center field. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. So 1 left for the Cardinals, and it remains 5-3.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Phil Maton.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
The first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Jake Berger. Swinging a foul out of play. And a foul ball. And that one upstairs. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. That one off the mark. The count now 2-2. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
The right fielder.
Up next for the Rangers, Sam Haggerty. He's 2 for 2. And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. And another ball. The Rangers trailing by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Check swing, and he went. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Just missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And he walked it. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Simeon up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Tying run at the plate. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
That missed by a lot. Counts full, 3-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's the first slider we've seen today, and it was almost unfair.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Phil Maton done for the day. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
new pitcher for the Cardinals, John King.
Number 47.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Just missed. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Good eye in that spot.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible two-strike pitch.
Stays alive. Haggerty on at second with 2 down. Check on the runner. Haggerty back in on a dive. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Next offering misses down and away. Josh Smith in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And the tying run is on base.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way out.
First and second, 2 outs. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And no one can get there. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Corey Seager to the plate in this high leverage spot. The shortstop takes the ball. To the right side. He'll do it himself. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's down to 1 at 5-4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jake Latz. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Jake Latz.
Just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Caleb Bosley, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Webb getting cranked up as well. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Here's the Cardinal DH. Ivan Herrera back in the 6th. He drove a 2-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game so far, and it could be one we look back on when this game is over as well.
Outside with a breaking ball.
1-0.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ball high.
No outs. Runner on second. In the air, right side. Haggerty. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. The changeup missing. Ball one. And the slider just misses.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
On the ground, right side. Simeon toss over to first. And they get Arenado for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup.
Now
Got that hitter to roll over.
Right fielder, Alec Burleson.
And now, Alec Burleson.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
2 outs and a runner at third. And we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to third. Young tossed to first. That ends the frame. The Cards leave one. They lead at 5-4.
Now pitching for
Back
St.
now,
Louis.
new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
62.
bottom of the 8th. Kyle Lane.
Well, the best
Lane.
relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Leading
Well,
up for the
one-run
Rangers,
game.
the
Wyatt
center fielder,
Langford now at the plate.
Langford.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That one not close. And now it's even 1-1. And that skips into dirt. In the air, left field, down the line. Squeezes it. One away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into
Now
the outfield
batting,
for that
third
catch. We
baseman,
all know
Young.
those can be a little tricky, especially if the
Young.
wind's swirling around out there.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Young. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's outside. And now 2-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Fought off foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Such a challenge when a
Now
guy's got
batting,
great
left
velocity.
fielder,
He's throwing a slider
Alejandro.
over 90 miles per hour. You want to be
Sugar.
ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Alejandro Ozuna stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 3 in this one. Just
No,
off the
that's the ball.
outside edge, and it's 1-0. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Falling behind 2-1.
2-1.
Holding on to a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one hooked foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two down, nobody on.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Scott corrals it, and that is the inning. Nothing across here this half. Through 8 full, it's the Cardinals 5 and the Rangers 4. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Caleb Bosley.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Bosley.
Well, one-run game. Here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. And they get the out.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
And now Victor Scott. Just missed.
1-0.
The 1-0. This to third. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Lars Nootbaar.
And here is Lars Nootbaar. Foul ball. And a base hit up the middle. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Brings it in, and that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Rangers 4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Helsley. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 56, Ryan Helsley.
So digging in,
Leading up
Jake
for the
Burger.
Rangers, the first baseman, Jake Burger.
One on the gun, swing and a miss.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
One-run game, bottom 9. Swings through that one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And there's a ball.
1-2. Two balls, two strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's a little bit low.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swing and strikeout.
So now a pinch hitter, Ezekiel Duran.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
First pitch, not close.
No, that's a ball.
Trying to close out a one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And now the count filled up 3-2.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 1 out remaining for Texas.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. The closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So they're down to their final out. Marcus Semien will hit next. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two outs. Fouled off down the right side. The Rangers down to their final strike. That misses, and the count is 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Start of a new month is a great chance to hit the reset button. Whether you're coming in hot or cold, getting that win today is a great feeling to continue through the rest of the month.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.